The county has since undertaken data verification and cleanup of the property rates data. There is an evidence to that effect, Chair, on Annex 1, appointment of a committee on property rates. I proceed?
Yes, please go on.
The committee verified outstanding arrears of 1,008,870,855 Kenya shillings, which has since been included.
Yes. Yes. It is page 2 of the response. Page 2. Don't worry, Governor. Once we get to know where we are, we'll move. There's no problem. Are we there, members?
08,870,855, which has since been included in the financial statement for the year 2024-2025. Chair, again, there is an evidence.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, yes, I wish to confirm that this financial year 2024-2025, the statement of arrears of revenue have been included in the financial statements.
But Governor, even when you don't have accurate data, you need to disclose. You cannot say we did not disclose because we do not have accurate data. The data that is presented here can never, all of it can never be accurate. So there must have been somebody who slept on the job. So Senator Mwenda Jata is asking, who is the receiver of revenue?
Yes, Chair, we came with the receiver of revenue for Meru County, Dr. Mungai. Come on board and give details.
Where is he?
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, so Mungai, you are supposed to have given documents in good time during the audit, but you didn't. And the law says if the auditors come, you must give the information that they require, unless there is any justification. Now that you didn't give the documents, were you the one who was there during the time of audit?
Thank you, Chair. During the time of audit, I had been transferred briefly to the county executive, and I came back after.
Even now you're in the executive. You have not gone to the assembly.
I'm in the revenue board.
Executive.
Yes, Chair.
And CC, were you the one who was there?
No, I was not the one who was there, but immediately the governor appointed us. The first directive he gave is for us to go full cashless, and as you can see, the letter we have given, the letter is dated 21st May, and through its leadership, I was able to appoint the committee, and because the year was not ended yet, that's how now from the State Auditors, they're able to report that the data is now inclusive, and going forward,
So Meru County is supposed to be paid 1 billion by the debtors. What steps have you taken to make sure that you collect this money? Because this money is supposed to provide goods and services to the people of Meru.
Thank you, Chair. After the appointment of this committee, we have met several stakeholders who actually owe the county quite a lot of money, and we have been in engagement with them, and already.
What type of engagement? Is there any evidence that you've been meeting?
We have not annexed it here. We can be able to bring, provide a debt payment plan, and also there are some that we are in the
Those were
process.
resolutions of the board. Have you communicated to the debtors?
Yes.
Do you have evidence?
Chair, we have not attached it, but we can be able to provide.
Okay.
Yes.
Secretary,
Chair, I have problem with the governor's response because one, I don't see Annex 1 on appointment of a committee. Probably I've tried to go through.
Please point us to Annex 1.
Yeah, as the governor, he should be able to point us because I have the two documentation and you need to track your annexures. The first annexure is about this one on receivable is about request for full implementation of craft silicon revenue management system. Annex 2. So where is the annex 1 and 2?
Chair, sorry, there could be some form of mix-up of the documents here, because I have that copy that I referred to here. I don't know, Senator. The headline, Chair, is a request for full implementation of craft silicon revenue management system.
Is that the one we are relying on?
Chair, appointment of a committee on property rates.
Chair, there is a paragraph to that effect on the same document, directing on what to be done, and it is stated to ensure a seamless of successful transition to the fully integrated system. I have appointed the following officers who will serve as a link between my office, that is my office, revenue board team and craft silicon team, to form a dedicated internal team responsible for overseeing the entire project life cycle system. Audit, that is audit, feasibility study, implementation and testing. And the names of the committee members, Chair, are there. I hope we have the same document.
Okay, Senator.
What about the financial, through the chair, financial statements, the minutes? I've seen the minutes. Is there financial statements attached?
Again, minutes are there, Chair.
I've seen minutes. What about financial statements? Through the chair.
Annex 2. Annex 2 is supposed to have some financial statements.
Yes. Fact for financial year 2024-2025.
Dr. Mungai can...
Thank you, Chair. It is true, I think we omitted it when we were binding. Possibly we request Chair to, we can be able to, if you can be able to provide it.
So because the auditor said that they looked at it, and in the subsequent financial year, they have seen the documentation, I don't think we need to belabor on it so much. You can review it.
But Chair, the fact that is on record, You know, when you'll be tabling our report,
Yeah.
in the unless the
I
governor will
wanted
say
to
we
direct.
expunge,
No, I wanted to direct.
but don't leave the director off the hook,
Yes.
because even when you commit a sin, you must receive consequences.
True. True.
Yes.
Yeah, so it seems like the director is misleading us, or the document the governor presented is misleading us. There's no annexure. Annex 2 that points towards the financial statements for fiscal year 24-25. Along with minutes, we've seen the minutes. So please, who prepared this document? Or why are they left out? Because Senator Charalge is saying you pinned the sin on the sinner. Who is the sinner in this case? Whom we must really pay for the sins.
Thank you, Chair. We've all fallen short of God's glory, and we've sinned in one way or the other. You are here. Could you be the sinner who has committed these?
So we direct that you do you undertake some administrative action on the sinner.
Yes, sir.
One. Number 2, we read the board minutes, which show the resolutions to try and collect this 1 billion and communication to the debtors within 7 days, so that when we're writing our report, we can include that.
Yeah,
Yes.
since the auditor has confirmed that she saw these documents and she's satisfied, did she come across these financial statements? On what basis did you qualify the query?
Yes, Auditor.
Thank you, Chair. As guided initially, there are the recommendations that were done by this Honorable Committee to our office, of which he checked during the audit of this financial year. We are still accruing the outstanding issues and checking on the status of the implementation. So this being one of the paragraphs that had been raised in the previous audit report, Chair, we are able to check the implementation of it in the financial statements for the ROR for 2024-2025, and actually the statement of arrears has been included as part of the financial statements for 2024-2025. Yes, it has its own observations that have been raised as substantive paragraphs in the report for 2024.
The county has gone to defense by saying, you know, these matters can be found in the copy of financial statement of 2024-2020, statement of 2024-2023, the minutes, and also the why.
So, because we want to see evidence that they're making some efforts to collect that money.
Maybe, Chair, we can say we keep it in view because it's 1 billion and collected, and yet it was not disclosed. I don't know, Chair, maybe the financial statements is anybody who signed off through the Chair in the governance team that signed off the financial statement of this year, 23-24? Where this financial statement through the Chair, who signed off? Is he here?
I'm here.
What is your SPAC number through the Chair?
19.
SPAC number through the Chair.
19. My SPAC number is 19. My SPAC number is 19584.
Why did you not disclose? Is it Timothy Kari or Charles Mwenda?
No, that is not for receipt of revenue.
Oh, sorry. This is, you signed for receiver of revenue. Okay. So your name is?
William Wenda.
So you are a CPA?
Yes.
With good standing?
Yes.
Through the Chair, and then why did you not disclose?
Through the chair, and it not disclosed because as per the financial not disclosed because as per the financial statements you should state what is truthful and what is verifiable. So I could not do that because the data was not very accurate, and that's why I was not able to disclose the land rates areas.
Through the chair in accounting, that is, you have had the answer.
Senators, is it possible to make progress because it is 12:51 and I want us to go through, yes, to briefly look at this, then go to the main executive audit. Now, the other issue is about undisclosed revenue from service provider. Auditor, how is it now?
Thank you, Chair. Just a summary of it. Stand guided. I summarize or I read it word to word.
Yes, please.
I summarize.
Just summarize, yes.
Chair, during this financial year, we had 2 service collectors. When it comes to county on-source revenue, we had the Jumbo Pay and the Craft Silicon Chair. Compared to the previous year, 2022-2023, the amount decreased by 20 million, Chair. Then the first service provider, his contract came to an end in October 2023. However, we were not provided with the handover reports. The amount of revenue that he had collected for that particular period, among other documents, Chair.
That is Jumbo Pay.
Jumbo Pay, yes, Chair. And then the new service provider who came in, is the one who is still there currently. It was at a contract price of 55 million, out of which 44 million had been paid. So our issue here was, if we had 2 service providers, how come the revenue decreased instead of increasing? That is the first issue. The second issue is, we are not able to come across invoices for the initial service provider, so that we could actually check the invoices vis-a-vis how much money he has debited or credited to the county's bank account. So when you are auditing the revenue board, we came across an amount in their financial statements of 15 million, of which it was purported, because we didn't confirm, to be an invoice to the service provider. However, the payment vouchers towards this 15 million was not provided to the auditors. Therefore, it was not possible for us to confirm the period and the scope that was actually equating to the 15 million. Thirdly, we had unsupported revenue. We found out that Meru collects revenue through various revenue streams. However, we could not get the detailed analysis of revenue which was being collected per revenue stream, per sub-county, or any other stream that was giving money to the county. That was our issues. 3 summaries.
Governor, what do you have to say about that?
Chair, thank you. I have this to say concerning the query raised, Chair. During the period under review, the county used 2 systems to collect revenue. These arose following the expiry of contract for Jumbo Pay and procurement of a different service provider. The contract for Jumbo Pay ended on October 2023 upon lapse of contract period. Following the expiry of the contract, all records held by the service provider were handed over to the county, and revenue collected using the system was fully accounted and reported in the financial statement of Meru County Receiver of Revenue, and there is an evidence chair on Annex 3 handing over reports from the service provider. Further, analysis of revenue per stream collected by Jumbo Pay between July to October 2023 is available for audit review. The amount collected by the system corresponds to amounts disbursed to County Revenue Fund within the set period, and there is an evidence to that effect. Annex 4, copy of revenue analysis collected between July and October 2023, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Auditor, which documents are you saying you didn't receive?
The
The
handover.
ones that the governor is alluding to.
Thank you, Chair. We really appreciate what has been annexed here, but as auditors, the documents that have been annexed here cannot be relied on since they are not detailed. We ought to have seen handover reports showing us that now we entered into a contract with the Jumbo Pay. It was at this contract sum. This is how we have actually ended the contract. Both notes from the Jumbo Pay and the county government. The amount of money or revenue that had been collected by Jumbo Pay for the period that they collected the funds for the county. And when you look at that handover report, the minutes, some of the senior officers from the county are not in that meeting. So you're wondering, when it comes to the procurement of the system and also checking into the details and integrities of the such magnitude service, we expected some more. Yes, they are senior, but we expected at least the chief officer, the CC Finance to be part of this team, because those are the people who actually approve the finances for this contract. Thank you, Chair.
Can I say to make progress, because our Jumbo Pay, we had a problem with many counties, so that we close this issue because of time. Can we either, before we close this session or next year, summon the management of Jumbo Pay, because it has been mentioned in many counties that we are within Busia and this craft silicon. Because all these problems, if you look at the receiver revenue streams, all this money that has been paid to on others are through Jumbo. Can you direct, Chair, with your indulgence, for these service providers to appear? Because we have asked not have access to the, and I wish the governor was listening, the county does not have access to what is being collected by Jumbo Pay. It has been indicated. Can you direct so that we move, that the Jumbo Pay appears and the silicon craft, we listen to them, then the governor can come at a later date for maybe if there are any issues that we need, especially on the aspect of implementation of contractual obligation. I yield.
Chair, I wanted to ask the county whether they have a contract between themselves and Jumbo. No, the contract between them.
Yes, do you have the contract?
Document, so that it can help us also when we summon Jambo, what kind of agreement you have with them.
Chair, let me invite my Chief Officer of Finance, who has been involved in both procurement and termination of these service providers.